Rodgers and the Bills. LaDainian Tomlinson, 13 rushing touchdowns this year coming in. First quarter. Tommy, y'all got to give me some of this.
LaDainian running north and south. He's as quick as any back in the league to the hole. Gets on top of the safety, gets outside. That's an outstanding 31-yard run.
28 carries, 110 yards for LaDainian. But Travis Henry, 4-yard touchdown. Travis's 600-yard game this year. LaDainian also his 600-yard game this year. Drew Brees throws the incomplete pass in the third quarter. That was 4th and 4. Then in the third quarter, Chargers try. Tommy, why don't they just run the ball against Buffalo's defense?
31st ranked defense in the league. They try to run the flea flicker there. And actually, Brees was backing away from the line of scrimmage as he was getting the toss.
Fourth quarter, Drew Brees out. Marty puts in Doug Flutie playing against his former team. Doug Flutie comes in. And what? Oh, Doug Flutie. Serious catch by Curtis Conway, TJ.
Yeah, you just watch Curtis Conway focus on the football, reach over the DB's head, tip it, juggle it. That's great concentration.
Doug Flutie, former Bill. Steve Christie, former Bill. 53-yard field goal. Nobody circles the wagons like the San Diego Chargers. Tied at 13, just over a minute left. Travis Henry, 26 yards. Legit. 144 yards on the day, 2 touchdowns on the day. That made it 2013 Bills. Could it be some Flutie magic, though, TJ? Doug Flutie, one more chance. 11 seconds left. Toward the end zone. Doug running. What do you got to do, Tommy?
Knock it down!
Knock it down! Incomplete. Doug with 3 of 11. Final chance. Flutie going to the end zone. Throws it. What do you got to do, Tommy?
Knock it down!
Knock it down! Knock it down. Bills win 20-13. Drew Brees just 13 of 24 for 148. Bledsoe 11 of 33, 107 yards. TJ, big win for Buffalo.
Yeah, the Buffalo Bills stay in the hunt, and a big step backwards for the San Diego Chargers.
From hoping the Green Bay Packers, the only undefeated team this season, are the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field, trying to make it 8-0 at home. And they played a team that knows bad weather, and at 7-7, still in it with hope, the Buffalo Bills. The scene at, Lambeau's not far from the North Pole, Tom. That's why you saw all those Santas there. Drew Bledsoe, well, he was going to pass 4,000 yards for the season, but Drew had one of those games. Ball tipped into the hands of Darren Sharper. How many big plays have we seen him make? Although he left the game with a sprained right knee on the play.
Yeah, and, I've talked often about those 2 passes that Drew tends to throw. A lot of times they're down in the red zone when you have a chance to score points.
Well, here's another one. This is at the midfield stripe. Niall Diggs makes the pick on Bledsoe. It's just a 3-0 game. I mean, let's face it, the wind was brutal, although both teams are used to these conditions. Bills 3 turnovers first half. Look at Antoine Winfield lay the lumber to Terry Glenn. They were teammates at Ohio State.
Yeah, and Glenn takes that hit on the sideline. I don't know exactly why he's waving. Maybe he thought he got his feet down.
Now, you figure it's Christmas week. It's a holiday. Well, not for Drew Bledsoe because he saw Bonnie Holiday all day long. And that backed him up. And then, oh, those Bills specialties. How many years can we say it? I don't know what to say. Mike Hollis missed a field goal. Tom, who would have thought at the end of the third quarter was 3-0 in a game between Green Bay and Buffalo? Bledsoe, peerless trace. Oh, he just dropped it. And Buffalo's going to punt in a 3-0 game in the fourth quarter. And here's Bonnie Holiday again.
Yeah, Bonnie Holiday, a great day today. Bonnie Holiday sacking Drew Bledsoe, and then here he comes again, stripping Bledsoe of the football. Jamal Reynolds going to make the recovery for the Packers. Bonnie Holiday, 5 sacks on the day.
5 sacks. Meanwhile, in a 3-0 game, fourth quarter, Amon Green breaks it loose for 28 yards. But then the big play of the game. 2 plays later, Favre going to dump it to Green, and you watch it. Does he catch it? No. It looks like a fumble. And it's scooped up by Nate Clements. He could go awful. Wait a minute. Oh, they call it incomplete. So you can't even review it. Greg Williams in center. Tom.
We live with the referee's call. When we saw it live the first time, it looked like a fumble.
And so Brett Favre goes right to work to Donald Duke, the driver. It's a touchdown, 10-0. at this Buffalo. It was a forward lateral. Brett Hull was in the crease. They always get the short end of the stick. Meanwhile, it's a holiday. Is that the Holiday? I have to look that up. At any rate, Bonnie Holiday, that's his 5th sack. And the Packers, hey, they're 12-3. They could still be all the way to the top seed in the NFC. But right now, we'll explain it later, but at 12-3, undefeated at home, they've got at least one playoff game. They want more.
Yeah, defense down the stretch. Holiday had those 5 sacks. He had 7 tackles. He had 3 forced fumbles. He plays like that. Green Bay will go a long way in the playoffs. Come around at the end of the season. Expect big things from the Vikings maybe next year.
Well, they imploded Synergy Field in the morning in Cincinnati. The Bengals, a team that needed to be imploded this year. John Kitna gets a $1.65 million bonus if he gets 61 snaps, making 80% of the season for him. And he is sacked in Buffalo, loses the ball, the Bengals recover. Drew Bledsoe, though, with the Bills up 6-0 to Peerless Price. Will they be able to afford both him and Eric Mold? Big decisions in the offseason for Buffalo. Boy, they're both such good players. 28-yard gain, and look at the nimble one. Drew, 7-yard touchdown, 13-0 Buffalo. Late second quarter. Kitna scrambling. Ball loose. Werewolves of London Fletcher. Ow! Picks up the football for the Bills. Drinking a pina colada at Trader Vic. Kitna needs 43 snaps to make his bonus. Meanwhile, Bledsoe, Eric Mold sheet. Touchdown. 20-0 Buffalo. Kitna. Intercepted by Ahmad Brooks. Remember, it took the Bills like about half the season to get their first pick. Here's a pick right here. Kitna, 6 snaps short. Buffalo gets the win. They win 27-9. Here's a team that won 3 last year, Tom. They won 8 this year for Greg Williams and Drew Bledsoe on a 4,000-yard.
You think about Drew Bledsoe, Peerless Price, Eric Moles, Travis Henry, a defense that's young and coming. Again, another team that I think we expect next year to be a pretty good football team.
And one other thing.